The discussion between the Professionals Trade Union Collective and the President Secretary Samaneka Nayaka took place at the President's office in Colombo. GMOA, FUTA, Ceylon Bank Employees Union and officials of the Joint Committee of Government Executive Officers participated in the discussion.
If the solution takes time, for example the solution from the IMF, and if that takes 1 month or even 2, providing an interim solution during that period is very important to build confidence in the country. We emphasize that a solution should be presented very soon to provide relief to the unbearable tax policy. There was a positive response from the President's Secretary. This is not a blanket rule. There can be amendments, but it requires some time. At least the government is flexible, so we see it as a positive response. We received a favourable response from the side of the President. In particular, we showed that there are means of generating government revenue that is more than the expected revenue. The President's Secretary also accepted it. We demand a solution with a certain time frame, which means that we must receive a solution that is certain and credible. Therefore, at the end of this meeting today, we were left with the idea that we will be able to reach a decision on this matter during the discussion with the President. We will not stop the trade union action at all. There may be slight changes, that is normal. We have an avenue to discuss this situation with the President next week to find suitable solutions. We are looking forward to it with optimism. The only alternative to this is to reduce the unnecessary expenses of the government and to take formal measures to increase the government revenue in the short term. As the Inland Revenue Administration, by transferring the department officials unnecessarily, restructuring the departments in some ways, especially in the large departments, distributing the existing files without any formal planning, have caused chaos in the department unnecessarily. The program to collect 1,667 billion rupees revenue target for this year has been severely hampered. Therefore, starting from today, all the trade unions in the Inland Revenue Department have merged and launched a Work to Rule campaign.
The Intellectuals Forum for People convened a media briefing today and emphasized that the President has not taken into consideration the tax proposals presented by the professionals so far.
They said that a 36% tax is levied on the professionals to provide relief to the general public. So we would like to ask, why can't they provide a relief to the people for the electricity tariff with the tax they impose on professionals? Why can't they use this tax money to write off the loans of the farmers? Why can't the microfinancing loans taken by the women and the low-income earners be written off? They're only using this tax money for the expenditure of these bunch of rogues. It is no surprise to us that such things happen in an era where a man who was rejected finally gets into power. Until today, has Ranil Wickremesinghe at least had a single face-to-face discussion with university lecturers and all the union leaders? We have stressed the need for a good progressive tax policy as an alternative. There has been no discussion of any kind.
The Teachers Principals Trade Union state that they will continue their trade union actions.
On the 1st of March, we presented our demands by reporting to work in black. We suggested discussions and asked for solutions, but they didn't give us any solution. Even after the strike, there is no solution. So we clearly state that we will continue our trade union action. We make it clear that if these issues are not resolved immediately through discussions, our trade union action will continue. We demand a 20,000 rupee allowance and for the burden on the parents to be reduced.
The Workers' Struggle Centre said the small and medium-scale entrepreneurs will launch demonstrations against the government soon. Organising Secretary of the Workers' Struggle Centre, Duminda Nagamua, made these comments during a leaflet distribution campaign in Colombo on Friday.
The people who brought this country to its knees are not the ones bearing the brunt of it. It is the small and medium-scale entrepreneurs. That is what we oppose. This unfair move must be stopped. Last week, we saw trade union actions launched by professionals. By next week, we will see small and medium-scale entrepreneurs taking to the streets as well. This will not stop here. We are warning the government of the waves of the demonstrations ahead.
රටට අවතීර්ණ වෙන ක්‍රියාමාර්ග තමයි මේ ගන්න. ඒ නිසා මේක නතර වෙන්නේ නැහැ. මේක රැලි පිට රැලි ගහලා එනවා කියලා ආණ්ඩුවට අපි අවධාරණය කරනවා.